Welcome to Solve This Murder. I'm your detective, Bill.
And I'm your crime scene criminal and witnesses, Dani. We're on part 6 of Drowning at the Dinner Party.
In part 5, we discover that Carolyn is investing in Rex and Yasmin's TV show, but Hugh is reluctant to let his horse participate.
We learn that Mandy as H. Wallace is investigating Hugh and his circle for questionable racing-related activities, including provenance of horses.
And we get a report of public indecency from an elderly neighbour of Hugh's who saw a man in his underwear running through the halls at 8:15 p.m. All right, okay. So there is a naked man, or a man in his underwear. There is a man in his underwear who left the building at 8:15. Okay, for people at home, I've taken a little bit of a break to process all of this information. I'm only just back in, so if I forget anything, please bear with me.
It's been like 48 hours.
Yeah, it's been a couple of days.
All my voices are going to be totally different.
Dani's forgotten all of her voices. I've forgotten all of my clues. I haven't. That's not true at all. I'm super excited. Hold on. Okay. Now, there's a few things I need to follow up on, right? I need to follow up on this. I never asked Hugh about his locked door. The fact that the door to his bedroom was locked, even though none of the others were, which seemed a bit odd. I need to follow up on that. I need to follow up with the interference, with the electronic device that caused an interference during the TV show, because I don't know what that is, but I do know that it was probably an electronic device locally. And I need to follow up on this outstanding revelation. So let me just quickly ask this old woman whose name is?
Must you?
Granny Crookshanks.
Okay.
I'm going to follow up with Granny Crookshanks.
Yes, of course. What do you need to know? It was quite traumatic for me.
You're saying you saw this man run through the hallway at 8:15?
Yes.
PM?
Yes.
On the night of the murder. There's been a murder, by the way, Granny Crookshanks.
I mean, okay, then yes.
What can you tell me about this man? What did he look like? Witness testimony is not very reliable in these cases, but this is a fantasy, so please tell me.
Well, I was getting ready for bed, so I wasn't looking that well. I didn't get a good view of features, but he was holding something. Definitely holding something.
Something large? Something...
It looked like a package or a bundle, something like that. It was dark.
The bundle or
yes.
the day? Because it was 8:15. Maybe that's why you couldn't see the bundle.
No.
Dark.
Our building is well lit.
When you say a bundle, like and something wrapped up in...
I couldn't honestly tell you, but perhaps it looked like something wrapped in cloth, maybe?
Okay. Sounds like you found something, but we haven't seen anything missing.
You will take this seriously, won't you?
No.
Because, well, he ran past the elevator and towards the emergency stairs, which go down to the lobby, but when I tried to complain to the lobby, they said they did not see anyone in their underpants. And
Wait, what?
Found that very upsetting.
Now you see me? Now you see me too, Electric Boogaloo? Okay, hold on.
Does that happen in either of those movies, which neither of us have seen?
No, they just throw a card to each other at some point. That's all that happens in those movies. They just throw cards all day at each other.
Neither of us have seen those movies.
They grab them, and they throw them, and they grab them, and they tuck them away, and they throw them again, and they put them in their coat, and they take them out of their coat, and then they throw them, and they're all smug. Okay, so, I'm going to head into the emergency exit. Oh, before I do, I'm going to say, Simba.
Yeah.
While I'm gone searching this emergency exit with 2 of your finest officers.
Oh, of course.
The rest of you.
That's just the old lady, but younger. Why do I keep forgetting his voice?
Toby Determined.
Thank you.
Go.
Really? Is this it?
It's not quite that far. A little bit less. Dial it back.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. You got it. The rest of you, I want you to gather all the guests, and I want you to search their persons, and search the living room for any strange or not strange electronic devices. I wanted you to get all their phones as well. I want to review this stuff. And I'm going to investigate the stairway.
No problem. We'll get that done.
I kick the door in, I run down I start looking around the emergency exit.
You find absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely
Top to bottom?
nothing.
Scoured?
Not a thingle.
There's no water everywhere? No trail of water leading into someone's apartment? labeled
just
Killer
no.
Jones.
Hmm.
Okay. Maybe this old lady is lying to me? Would the old lady have any reason to come up to be like, oh, by the way, a man ran away? I don't know the situation here, especially when I'm looking for a man who was probably in his underwear because I knew that they discarded their wet clothes. It would be pretty crazy if she made it completely up. Maybe it's... I knock on her door.
She opens.
Is there a naked man standing in a hallway
There
going,
is.
"Oh."
Absolutely, but it's totally irrelevant.
Oh, good. I don't know if I can get anything more from her about this.
Yes, I've told you everything I know about
He wasn't
what
shouting,
happened.
my name is...
Oh, no. He was just running through the hallway.
Did he see you?
No. I just peeked out my door.
Unless the bundle was his clothes. Why would he get changed into Hugh's clothes, murder a man, throw the wet clothes in Hugh's basket, then get changed into his clothes?
Hugh has identified all of the clothes in the basket as normal. He just doesn't know why they're wet. But
Were they his wet...
remember, you couldn't identify which clothes were the source of the wetness.
So were these clothes the source of the wetness? But why would he put them in the basket and then take them with him separately? Why not just take them with him? Unless he did that. And no, that doesn't make sense. Because I was thinking, unless he did the murder, put the wet clothes in the basket thinking that it'd all be fine, then when the body was discovered, which I don't know why he didn't think the body would be discovered if he just left it in the pool, he went, oh no, now I have to take the clothes and run and also ditch my current dry clothes. That doesn't make any sense at all. Is there... If I go down to the lobby, where there are apparently lobby people...
Yes. Yes, sir. Welcome to the building.
Is there security footage for the lobby or the emergency exits or anything around the building?
Yes, absolutely.
May I see it?
Certainly, sir.
No.
You look through the security footage and...
What do I have? Just the lobby?
Yes.
Not the hallway, not the communal hallways upstairs? Where he would have run through. So
No.
only the lobby. Okay.
Yes.
Do I see anyone
Just
coming
basically-
out of the emergency exit at around 8:20?
Annoyingly, you don't quite, like, the cameras aren't faced towards the
Okay,
emergency
so if you
exit
come
thing,
out
so
the
you can
emergency
see
exit,
sort
he
of the
could
front
have
thing.
Still mingled with anything else.
Yes, and you absolutely do not see anyone in their underwear. There are...
And there's
not
no
an unreasonable
individual
number of people.
Yeah, okay, so there's no individual person who's like, I'm a guy who's just appeared by myself at 8:15 in this lobby.
That might have happened, maybe once, maybe twice. Just, some people definitely happened. You definitely say, oh, okay, that's sometime around maybe between 8:30, thereabouts. A man could have walked out of the building, yes. You probably saw that a couple of times.
But not enough to distinguish that's our guy. No one I recognize.
No.
Even if I had a photo, if I Googled one up of Brendan?
I don't know how you would do that. But maybe. I mean, because you know that he left the building.
Oh yeah, can I
so-
see him leaving the building?
I have no idea. Because you don't know what he looks like, and you know that was like at 5:40 or something.
Yeah, something like that, 5:40. If I went back to the footage from 5:40ish and saw someone around that time leaving the building, maybe I could double check with
Okay.
someone to identify that's Brendan leaving. Do I see him again in the lobby at about 8:30?
So you're saying basically, do you see a repeat person?
Exactly.
No.
Okay, so it wouldn't have been Brendan leaving.
Okay.
Then. Does anyone...
That is also a very good point. You may have just been about to ask this.
Is anyone wearing wet clothes?
Oh, no, that was not what I thought you were going to ask.
Don't preempt my idiocy with your intelligence.
No one is carrying any bundle.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. I reckon that was his clothes. If he ran into the emergency exit with a bundle of cloth or a cloth-wrapped bundle and then left wearing normal human clothes, I was imagining that the bundle was his clothes. But maybe it's not. It could have been something wrapped in his clothes.
Just as a point that might help, you could figure out where the old lady's apartment is in regards to this to figure out exactly what she saw.
Oh, I just assumed... So in my head, I was picturing it as the lift, a hallway, Hugh's door, and then the old lady's door in the same hallway, and then just another door that went down to some emergency exit. Is that not a proper kind of...
She saw
picture?
him going towards the emergency stairs.
Oh, okay. Well, give me a layout of that floor then.
Cool. So, most hotels, they have corners. It's not all a single line.
Oh, so she didn't necessarily see him go in. So what could she... Okay, so from her apartment, if I go back to her apartment, what can I see down the hallway? What does it look like?
you can see the doors to Hugh's place.
So I can see Hugh's doors.
Yes.
So she saw him come out of Hugh's apartment, or she didn't see that?
Don't even think she specified that she
saw him
that.
in the hallway.
Yeah, she has her glasses. She saw
Oh, it's unrelated to the crime then.
a little bit of hallway.
Yep.
Cannot see the elevators and emergency stairs themselves.
Okay.
But is relying on the fact that the elevators are not that far from Hugh's door, as you did at the beginning when you walked there. It was
Sure.
a very short walk to Hugh's door. So she's sort of going by the fact that he was running, that he went past the elevators and
Yeah.
therefore towards the stairs.
Okay. So she saw him running and assumed he wouldn't do the elevators because he seemed to be running past them, but doesn't know for sure. I wonder if... Is it possible that he just, ran out, went down the end of the corridor, got changed, turned around and went right back in, and it's someone who's at the party now? It's just, it's Hugh? He ran out in his underwear, got redressed and came back out. I don't know why that would be a thing. Why he wouldn't just get changed in his bathroom. I mean, this happened after the body was found. Do I know what people were doing once the body was found? They all said they were just sitting still.
I mean, more or less. It feels like that would probably be something that someone would have pointed out.
Yeah, that someone left.
and changed
came back.
clothes.
Okay, so that's probably not true. Where did they go, though? Where did this mysterious naked man run to?
And where did the bundle go?
Bundle go. I'm going to go down the hallway. Are there any, vents or holes or little doors somewhere where you could stash a bundle if you needed to?
Yes.
Oh.
There's just kind of one of those, I
Garbage
guess...
chute? Laundry chutes? They can slide down and then land and find the thing?
No, it's not a garbage chute. It's just one of those things that's got
Never
kind of
have any
an
fun.
electricity sort of main behind it.
Oh, cool, yeah,
That
yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah, like the one that's right outside our apartment.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's a water thing. But yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
You don't find any bundle inside.
do I find anything
There's no
inside?
sort of room in there. But what you do see are some emergency lift activation things, like things that you can do, like if the lift doors get stuck, you can manually open them and things like that.
So there's some basic lift control.
Yes.
That's interesting. Wait. Hold on. So a person could have run down here and used this panel to activate or control the lift in some fashion. Oh. Can I do that now?
Mm-hmm.
To make the lift doors open? Will they open into an empty lift shaft?
Yes.
Okay. Can I call the lift, put it down to one floor below me, and then open the doors?
Yes.
Is there anything on top of the lift?
Is something on top of the lift.
It's a mystery!
In fact, it looks like it's getting in the way of a little bit of the wires there, perhaps making the lift run a little bit slower than it's supposed to.
Okay. All right. I just thought it was a slow lift. You didn't hit me there, Danny.
I just, honestly, the rest of it was already
Is that the
fine.
only reason the lift was slow?
No, the lift was slow just for fun, and then I figured, wait, you know what, with the rest of this, it totally fits.
It doesn't. Okay.
All right, you with your officer's help,
I'll get there.
with your fellow officer's help, you grapple down.
And I examine this brake that someone's applied to the top of the lift. I examine
not
this.
a brake, it's just-
What is it? I want to have a look.
Well, it's definitely damp for one thing.
Damp.
And as you start to sort of unravel it, you see that it is clothes
Oh.
and a hat.
Security hat?
Yeah.
What?
This looks very much like a security uniform.
Wait. What? Why? What? Okay, hold on. The dead body is definitely, it definitely matched the ID, right?
100%.
Right?
Yes.
This isn't like Vinny ran off,
No, he is definitely...
killed a different person, dressed them in a wet security... Wait, hold on. Okay, so what is it? So this person was dressed as a security guard? Wait a minute. When I saw the footage of Vinny coming in to search that room,
Yeah.
was that definitely Vinny? Or was it just a man? Could I see his face?
He kept his head low.
Okay, hold on. A person... Now, this is not the denouement because I don't know what's going on yet, but this is my current thought. So okay, this is what I'm thinking happened. This person posed as Granger's wife. They got the number. So they could call Vinny to say, yo, hey Vinny, it's me, Granger's wife. I mean, it's me, Granger. I'm Hugh Granger, Vinny. Don't come to work today. Not knowing that Vinny wouldn't get that message. They then turned up knowing that Hugh doesn't know anything about his security. He doesn't know their name. He's not going to recognize their face, especially someone like Vinny, who is just a completely generic human being, right? He's not going to notice that some other person has turned up and said, it's me, your security guard, who's been your security guard for a long time, right? So Hugh isn't going to know if a different person turns up. So this person turns up and uses it as an opportunity to snoop. I don't know whether they want to steal from Hugh or whether they want to uncover some secrets or what. But given that there's possibly some weird stuff going on with Hugh's horse provenance stuff, maybe that's like retribution for stolen horse and they want to steal from him in that kind of format. While they are there, loitering around, again, people said, oh, we saw Vinny here, we saw Vinny here, we saw Vinny here. None of them, but they also all said, I got no idea who Vinny is. I don't know him. I really don't. None of them know him. So they just saw this dude dressed as a security guard pretending to be Vinny, searching around the house.
Counterpoint. Maybe some of them saw this guy and some of them saw Vinny.
But when did Vinny turn up? Because I'm assuming what happened was, eventually Vinny got there and said, wait a minute, who the heck are you, man dressed as Vinny with a name tag that says, I am definitely Vinny, wink, wink, wink. They had a kerfuffle, a scuffle, fought in the pool. This guy got really wet. What I don't know is why he would then take off all of his wet clothes and put them in the bedroom. Hold on, unless... I mean, Brendan has to be involved, right? Brendan's got to be involved in this. How would that work with the timeline of leaving early? He leaves, he changes into Vinny's stuff. He comes back as Vinny. But surely he would have already seen that Vinny was there. Maybe not, maybe Vinny wasn't there. He then does all the thieving, pretending to be Vinny. But they know, hold on. Oh, but he's not usually part of the group. They don't know him very well. So maybe they don't recognize him if he keeps his hat low and, you know, they're rich. They don't look at the help. He then... Oh, it's tantalizingly close. I just don't know where the Vinny whereabouts and the timeline for Vinny's evening fits in. Maybe I've got to talk to Hugh one more time.
Doing a few more bits and pieces, yeah.
Oh, this is all about to come together. This might end up just being the denouement episode.
Well, you do still have some unfinished finishes.
Yes, because there could also be like some kind of working togetheriness here. I don't know what the electrical interference was. I don't know about this locked door. I'm going to start with the easy thing. I'm going to go to Hugh.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Hugh. How are you?
Hey, I'm all right. Your policeman just kind of said that we've got to offer up our belongings.
Oh, yeah, I should follow up on that
I got
too.
a lot of belongings here, so I don't know what they want. You've already searched through
I
everything.
was looking for electricals. I'll follow up on that in a second, but I want to talk to you first, Hugh.
Oh, no problem.
When I was just investigating the scene,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that your door to your bedroom was locked.
Yeah, of course. I don't want people accidentally walking in there during my party.
Okay, but the door to your bedroom from the ensuite and the balcony were both unlocked.
Wait, the ensuite?
The ensuite was unlocked.
Okay, the balcony I leave open because, you gotta get that breeze. I figured people wouldn't
Gotta get that breeze.
People wouldn't go around the corner. Why would they? But the ensuite, yeah, I leave the hallway door to that one open in case two people need the bathrooms at once, but I definitely locked that one from the bedroom side. I've got the key. I've still got it right here.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
He takes it out of his pocket.
Is that the real key or a candy replacement?
Well, that's weird, man.
Take a bite. Hard as you can.
I don't want to take a bite of my key.
I'll bet you. Bet you $50.
Okay, no problem. I gotta tell you though, I've eaten brass keys before, so that may not tell you anything.
Go for it.
It's a key.
Okay, cool. Okay, so he's got the key. If I look at the lock, does it show any signs of tampering, like someone's picked the lock?
No, absolutely not.
Is that the only copy of that key, Hugh?
Yeah, of course.
You don't
no
give
one
one
else
to your
lived?
security guards? Or...
No. Both the doors from the bedroom to the rest of the house, they can be opened from inside the bedroom or from the outside with the key.
Oh, so someone unlocked it to get out of your bedroom.
Ugh. Well,
When they
we
came in
already
through
knew
the balcony.
we already knew if someone was in there, so
Oh, okay. Someone came in round the back to get in. Again, probably someone dressed as a security guard. Hugh, what time did Vinny get here tonight?
oh man. That's a good question. I'm sorry, man. I'm not sure. I know that I saw him before dinner.
Okay, so he probably arrived after Brendan, quote unquote, left. If he usually turns up late, that lines up perfectly with someone pretending to be Vinny early on, then having a confrontation with Vinny around the time the body was discovered. It's a double Spider-Man pointing at each other situation. Then he kills. Sorry, that's a weird reference. He finds this guy, says, "Why you're dressed as a security guard? I'm dressed as a security guard, but I'm actually Vinny and you're not." They have a confrontation then. So the murder happens around the time that Vinny arrives for his normal evening of work. Because he's obviously not getting any new information. No, like, don't turn up or do turn up because his phone's not there. Like, he doesn't have his phone anymore. And that's when he finds what I'm going to say now is Brendan, dressed as Vinny, doing a bunch of thieves. And they confront, Brendan kills him. Is this the answer? I mean, there's still missing elements. I don't know about this. I'm not comfortable doing a denouement until I find out about this electronic disturbance, because that's going to be what ties it all together. Because I still don't actually know. I don't know if Brendan came back in or went back out or what. Like, but he could have stashed his clothes in the hallway, changed it for the security guard clothes, gone in, done all that, had the wet clothes. I still don't know why he would then put them in the basket to get that stuff wet. Unless he was just taking them off and putting them on top of that and letting them sit there and then grabbed them all up again. Like, that makes sense as well. So he doesn't spill water all over the floor. That also kind of makes perfect sense. That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to go and check out what Simba's done in terms of gathering these electronics.
All right, so we've taken a look through everyone's belongings. We've got a collection of their phones here. Now, there were a couple of the guests who did not have phones, so...
Who didn't have a phone?
That is the Carolyn Drake and Thomas Oswin. Did not have phones.
I do not believe that Tommy Ozzy wouldn't have a phone. That is not... Tommy? Hey, Tommy.
Yeah. Well, what's the dealio, dude? Before you go into that,
sorry, please.
Did you want to look into the actual suspicious device we found?
Sure,
like,
please.
I just told you what we didn't find.
I found it suspicious that he didn't have a phone, but you tell me what giant electromagnet he had.
No, there was some unidentified, at least to me, small electronic thing attached to Mandy McMillan's phone.
Oh, what? Can I see? Is it something I could take to a boffin? I'm not going to trust Mandy to tell me anything.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll just take a photo of it to a boffin.
Oh, cool.
Serial numbers and stuff.
Oh, yes, this is definitely a high-tech recording device. Should be very good, and it automatically uploads what it finds to a secure internet location in case anything happens to the user while it's going on. It's usually given to spies and things like that. Must have taken the person quite an effort to get their hands on something like this.
Is this a kind of device that could possibly cause the interference that we saw on the TV?
Well, they're very powerful, and they are constantly
the big transmission
uploading to the internet, so I would say that is definitely possible.
Okay. Can we access those recordings?
No problem. You gave me the serial number, right? Excellent.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Sure, go on. Solve This Murder is created by Bill Sunderland and Dani Siller. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook at Solve This Murder. For questions, queries and theories, send an email to solvethismurderpod@gmail.com. Thank you to Jared, Devon and Whit of Advanced Sagebrush and Shootouts for creating our theme music. And thanks to all of you for listening.